selections, and then move on to Jane. You ready, Mark?
What insight have you been able to give your manager and your teammates about facing PSV? You know them pretty well. You've played against a lot of these players and scored against them.
Not too much. I don't think it was really needed. The manager, his staff, and the analysts did their job pretty good. When I saw the video today, it looked really good, and all the things I was thinking about were in the video. So I think they prepared very well.
What are the strengths, the dangers of this PSV side then?
Obviously, offensively, they have a few key players. If you look at Noah Lang, Bakayoko, Luc de Jong is known for his goals. So we have to look for a way to neutralize them. On the other side, we also know where we can create some danger and what we can do and what our game plan is. So for us, that's really clear.
How are you settling in, both on the field and off it? The manager says you've been on your best behaviour so far. Is that true?
I think settling in is going well. It's not easy, of course, to come in here during the preseason, coming off an injury, having to. Was a short preseason, so I had a pretty steep build up. And on the other hand, immediately go into a busy schedule. A lot of games, friendly games first, then the league, Europe, Cup. But that's also a good thing. But also at home, you have to move from Italy to Scotland. You have to get a house, get a car, do some administration, assemble IKEA furniture. So these are all things people don't see that on the pitch or on the television, but. There's also a lot of going on in our lives when we move countries, of course.
Scoring goals is much easier than the IKEA furniture.
Definitely.
Does that make it more tricky and longer to settle in when you've got all that going on in the background, or is it something that you're used to?
First of all, I had amazing help from the people in and around Rangers, so that helped me for sure. And now I can say almost everything is done. I have to assemble one last thing, so I think I will do it on Wednesday. But of course, this takes time and it takes energy as well, especially in the build-up in the preseason. You have a lot of things on your head, but now the season got started and now I can fully focus on football.
Do you think on the pitch we're starting to see the real you now?
I think we're getting there, and I hope in these two games in the Champions League, and of course the coming 2 weeks, I hope I can show the best of me. In Netherlands, I like these games, the European games, so I hope I can build on that reputation and go on that.
Are you a player that relishes playing against players that you know well from previous clubs?
I hope in 8 days I can say yes, but we'll see about that. No, of course, it's a special game for me because I played 5 years in the Netherlands. I know the club, I know the country, so it will be special. But I don't want to be too sentimental about it. The goals for Rangers and for myself are clear.
You got a goal and an assist on Saturday. What can that do for your personal confidence?
Of course, it's always nice. To have a goal and assist, even if it's in the cup or even if it's against second division, but it was a good feeling, and it gave me also a lot of satisfaction that I could assist Danilo, because this is something the manager has been speaking about. We have to have these partnerships, and we have to grow, let it grow, and build on this. And I think things like this or actions like that. It can help us grow, and I'm sure the next time it will be the other way around. So I'm really confident about that.
Just how big an opportunity does this feel, being 2 games away from the Champions League group stages?
It's massive. Everybody knows the Champions League. Everybody watches it, so it's a massive opportunity. If you see, there are some really big clubs, even in the Premier League or Serie A, who are not qualifying for Champions League, and now we are 2 games away, which is. It's really close, but it's still really far, if you understand what I mean. But we're confident and we want to do something beautiful here.
Cyriel, excuse me. I wanted to ask you in terms of your own fitness and where you feel you are. Obviously, you spoke a couple of weeks ago. You missed a wee bit of pre-season. You've come in. Where do you think you are now in getting yourself up to speed of where you want to be fitness-wise?
I think fitness-wise looks really good now. If looking at my injury and condition, I think I will be at about like 80-90% now. I can see in the data from the games that I'm doing good, but I can still become even better. And on the other side, of course, you have like the rhythm of the game, the speed of the game, all of these things picking up this. And there, I think like I had to make the last step, and I hopefully, tomorrow will be a fast game, will be a good game of a really high level. So I will need to step up and go in the rhythm of the game. But I'm confident it will work.
You spoke previously about how much you enjoy pressure and you enjoy the big games and you like the fact that the fans care. You've had a wee insight into the intensity of the Rangers support. The next 4 games are huge even at this early stage of the season. How much are you looking forward to personally, and the group of players as well?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about as well. Like normally, or other clubs, they can start the season in an easy way, but here August is, especially this year, is a fundamental month, and it's really important, not only for us as players, but also for the club, for the fans, for the city. So we will have to be ready and make sure we are ready. But we'll be prepared for tomorrow, and as you say, like, we are looking forward to these games. These are the games you want to play as a football player, so we'll be ready.
Cyriel, you had a fantastic scoring record at Feyenoord in the Conference League. Why do you feel perhaps these European occasions bring the very best out of you?
That's a good question. Of course, these European nights are something extra. They are something special. So I think they bring the best out of players. It's the highest level. So I hope I can do the same here at Rangers. I've heard the European nights here at Ibrox are really special. So I'm really looking forward to that as well after Servette a second time now. Why I don't know why it happened. Yeah, maybe it's because in Europe you play against good teams as well, and if you play like with 2 teams who want to play football, who want to build up, play good football, then it opens up some more chances for the strikers. Maybe, I don't know.
And could you tell us a bit about your past record against PSV? The manager was suggesting you scored twice when you last played against them. Is that the case?
Yeah, that's correct. The last time I played them with Feyenoord, I scored 2 times in the last 10 minutes to make it 2-2. Of course, that was at that moment was a really nice feeling, at that moment the Kuip in Rotterdam was exploding, so it was a really nice feeling. But that's already a couple of not years ago, was maybe 15 months ago. So I don't think that counts anymore.
What was the emotion playing against PSV with other Dutch teams? Were they seen as the kind of the enemy? Was that the kind of attitude you had going into those games?
Excuse me?
Were they a big rival? Did you see PSV as a kind of enemy?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, in Netherlands you have like the big traditional top 3. So these games are always huge, against Ajax, against PSV, for a Feyenoord player. So these are always huge. And at that moment, PSV was still fighting for the title, I remember. So the pressure was on, for them as well as for us, because we were preparing the Conference League final. So these games are always big, and here at Rangers, of course, everybody's also used to these big games in Europe or the Old Firm. So I think it will be not even similar, but something like that.
In what way did you develop, Cyriel, after you left Feyenoord in Italy, in Scotland? What did it change in your play?
I think I became a more complete player in Italy. I played in a bottom team, which is a totally different football approach. You play against world-class defenders, so you have to find other tricks or do it the other way. Try another way to score goals, to be dangerous. So I think I can do both now. I played in Feyenoord in a very dominant team, very high on the pitch, a little bit similar to Rangers now, and I did the other thing in Italy in the Serie A. So I try to find both now and to combine them and hopefully become a more complete striker.
Since you left Utrecht, every year you were at a different club, Heracles, Genk, Feyenoord, Cremonese, and now Rangers. Is it planning for you to stay a longer time over here?
Yeah, no, definitely. That's also why I made the choice for Rangers. I was looking for some stability, a big club to be at, to stay a couple of years, hopefully achieve some things together in Europe or winning trophies and winning trophies. So I think Rangers is a fantastic club to be at, and I like the city. I like to live here. I like the club. I like the stadium. So I hope to be here for a lot of years.
PSV made quite a good impression the first few matches of the season, but they have defensively problems. Yeah, that's good news for you, I think, as a striker. What do you think about the vulnerable situation of the defense?
Yeah, of course you can. I've read the critics in the Netherlands about the defense of PSV, but I know the defenders as well. I played against them before. I know they are strong. I know they are good. So I'm not so sure it will be easy to score or whatever to be dangerous. But I think if we are on the top of our game, we will create some danger for PSV, and we will have our chances. And then it's our moment to take these opportunities and make the difference there.
Cyriel, did you see already some matches of PSV this year?
Yes, I saw the 2 games against Sturm Graz, and I saw the game in the Johan Cruijffschaal against Feyenoord, of course.
What did you think about their playing style? Because they have a totally different style than last year.
Yeah, of course, the manager is well known for his style, of course, and the new players like Noah Lang, they made a good impression in these games. I know him from in Belgium. Of course, he has a lot of quality, but so do we. And if you want to go to the Champions League, these are the games you need to win, or these are the teams you have to beat. So I think it's pretty clear for either PSV as for us. Like, if you want to go on, you have to beat a very good team, and we are confident we can do that.
You also think the ambience here at Ibrox will be an influencer in the game?
Yeah, I'm sure the fans will give us a massive boost tomorrow. I hope in the beginning of the game we can like create an amazing atmosphere here in the stadium, really exciting atmosphere, and we can do something together. Of course, PSV, they have experienced players. They've played in big stadiums before in atmosphere like this, but I hope we can have a special night all together.
Thank you.
Thank you.